Well, good morning, everybody out in YouTube land. We're just looking around the garden this morning. I'll show you what I've found. I absolutely love it when I come out here in the morning and the little droplets along the edges of the plants. Look at this. Is this beautiful? That's the sunflower plant. And look it up here. And this is the cantaloupe. Same thing. Hearing all kinds of birds this morning. That's the California scrub jay. That's the mockingbird. There goes the scrub jay again. And there's the mockingbird. Tiny little noises you hear are the hummingbirds. Hear how the mockingbird has all different kinds of sounds? He changes his tune. It's so interesting as you grow plants that you have different feelings about them. Like the strawberries, I just feel like they're just robust and happy. They're giving off some blossoms underneath here. You can see the petals right here. So we're going to have some more berries. And then the little lentil plant in here, I just don't even ever pay any attention to the lentil plants. But they just grow and grow and grow. They're so happy. Well, at least that one was. I just put this one in to see how it does in the warmer weather. And so far, it just keeps on growing no matter what I think about it. The hollyhock I just absolutely love because we used to have hollyhocks growing in our yard when I was a little kid. And we would take the flowers and make little dolls out of them. There's a way you could stick one on top of the other flower and make it look like one of the flowers was a little dress and the other one was a little head. But this one I come over and, oh, I'm hoping he's growing. I'm hoping he's growing. And then I'm looking at him, making sure everything's okay. So different, huh? The way the plants make you feel. Where I trimmed the tree here is certainly growing back. And I heard someone say the other day, we think we are nurturing our gardens and our plants, but actually it's the plants that are nurturing us. The bean plant I just love, and I just keep looking at it and hoping it's growing. It's supposed to be the purple beans, of course. How do you like the early morning sunshine on it? Looks so pretty. And the pumpkin, I absolutely love it. Pumpkin was the first plant that I just threw in the ground several years ago just to see if it would grow. And it actually grew. And it grew and it actually gave off a pumpkin. I was so surprised. I never even watered it. And then, sometime before I harvested it, one of the little animals in the neighborhood took the whole thing. All gone. I don't know if it was the birds or the squirrels. But anyway, I have such a love for the little pumpkin plants. The corn plants are just, they're like a mystery to me. They're like a brand new thing. Being from the Midwestern part of the United States, we saw a lot of corn growing. My grandpa used to say, They always wanted the corn in Colorado to be knee-high by the 4th of July. These are way bigger than knee-high. And this is May 1st. Different climate here. I'm always so excited for the baby radishes because they come up so quickly. They're just so ready to go. And the same with the baby cucumber. They just pop out of the soil and raring to go. The potatoes amaze me because I've eaten so many potatoes in my life, and yet this is the first time I've ever seen them growing. So they're a wonder to me. Although, now wait a minute, I did grow a potato one time when I was a little kid in a milk carton on the kitchen windowsill, and I think it gave off one small potato. And I was raising hamsters at the time. Yes, I've always been into animals and plants. And I remember feeding that one little potato to my hamster, and it was so perfect because it was about the size of a large marble, and the hamster could hold it perfectly and eat it. That was a fun memory. Now here I'll show you something interesting. This is an artichoke, and I cut it back about 3 times. And I thought I was cutting it down below ground level, but it keeps coming back. So I'm going to go ahead and let it grow. That's here in a bucket. I'm going to compare it to an artichoke that I had growing in the ground. Now here's the one that I've had planted by the shed. And just yesterday, it just fell down to the ground. So you know what that probably means? That a rodent ate the root. It was doing pretty well here. It wasn't big like the ones that I had given to the garden club. You might have seen that in another video. They were huge. They were practically root bound in the 5-gallon buckets. But this one was one I just tried in the ground just to see how it would do. And I have a fence around this one. So hopefully some critters wouldn't come in the fence way. But the gophers do come up from underground, as you've seen in some of my other videos. And I think that's what happened to this one. Well, this morning it's kind of overcast, but it's dry, meaning the buckets where the plants are didn't have any moisture on them. None of the plants were giving off any dewdrops. So I watered everything early. Ooh, look at those pretty mountains over there. Can you see them? See if I can point to them. Right there. It looks so pretty over there, huh? Let me dip down and see here. You can see one right by the tree. Yeah, pretty. Anyway, that is May in Southern California. And sometimes they call the overcast in the morning, they call it June gloom, even when it's May. But it's nice because it's cool in the morning, and then later on it gets hot and sunny. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I just want to ask you a question. Who do you think that Jesus is? Do you think Jesus is a nice guy? Do you think he was a good teacher? Do you think he was a Jewish rabbi? Who do you think Jesus is? Put it down in the comments. Who is Jesus to you? I'll see you next time. Thank you again for watching. Mwah. Adios. See you next time. Bye-bye.